All right, what we're going to do, we're going to do an immigrant couple here. I love the old type carvings that people did, that flat plane, other things like that that were of immigrants. And I just love that area and that style. And we're going to do two of those today. We're going to do an immigrant man and immigrant woman standing together. Now, a lot of people have asked me, why do you always do most projects with a cutout of a bandsaw and stuff? We don't have a bandsaw. Well, the way I look at it is this: as a carver, if you're really going to learn to carve, eventually you're going to need to get a bandsaw. Okay, let's just be honest with yourself. I'm going to come a little bit closer with this. You're going to need to get a bandsaw because it's one of the most vital tools that you can use in carving and learning how to carve. And so I do a lot of carvings. I don't do as much. That's one of the reasons I'm glad Doug is here, is to do more carvings for you, for beginners. And then I can do more for those who have bandsaws and stuff like that. So I don't really, I do the best I can and go through them from that sense. All right, now the figures are going to be two, the immigrant man, the immigrant woman. And what we're going to do first is we're going to go ahead and separate the head from the body. Okay. We'll come over here and we do the same thing. Separate the head from the body so that we can kind of get a general idea of what we're doing. I'm going to kind of leave the head, instead of rounding the head off up here, he's going to be in a little hat, so we want to kind of let things go here. And we want to also come down here and separate the legs a little bit from the things here. I hope everybody is well. I know there is a big scare going on about the coronavirus. We have not been affected in this area down here, and I'm not going to say we ever will be affected. Unfortunately, I'm very upset that the news media has taken this thing to a level that is, we don't have to panic about it, but they have tried to. So we're going through that right now. A lot of people buying up all kind of things and fearing they have to stay in their house for the rest of their lives. Well, all I can do is ask God to take care of me, is all we can do. We should take precautions, but it looks like we got another Y2K on our hands, and you know how that turned out. Okay, I'm just kind of coming in between these legs, getting this stuff done right here. But for those of you that remember Y2K, that was a failure. And I'm not saying, I don't say that this cannot be serious, but the flu's much more serious than this thing ever was. People say, well, we have a vaccine for the flu. Yeah, but well, if we had such a great vaccine, then how come all these people are dying of the flu every year? So, 70, 80,000 people die of the flu every year. More than that, probably. The United States, I know, it's probably around 15, 16, 20,000. Okay. I'm not going to get directly into that right now. Okay, just kind of got those feet the way we want them. This little fella is not difficult to do. I don't know why I like this era. I like the hobo era. I like the immigrant era. When they first came to this country, the way they looked, those type of things. Now let's continue to bring our head down, because our head will determine a lot about our body and how it's to be. I don't want you right now to round off the head up here. Don't do that, because he's going to have a hat on, and the hat is flat at the top. So let's be a little bit liberal with all this. It's not a very difficult carving, but it's a unique carving in itself. As you can see, I'm going from side to side with the head. You want to do that. You don't want to take off too much on one side. And as we see it, by going from side to side, then you kind of get an even texture of what the head is. And you want to get this before you start your detail work, of course, on your piece. Oops, I'm sorry. Kind of lost. Just like here, I do my push cut up in here. By the way, I've got me another knife here that I'm using. I don't know if y'all have seen this or not. This is actually, I got this from Pinewood Forge. This is a Harvey Restful knife. It's 1.5 inches. And I like it. It's easy to sharpen. So, all right, we're getting that head down now where we can kind of the blade is a little bit bigger than I normally use. As I said, it's 1.5 inches in length, which is not really that much longer than the 1 3/8 that I use a lot of times. It's a good knife. A little bit pricey. I think it was close to $50 for the knife, but it's okay. You may not want to pay that much for it, but it's the kind. I like the handle. I do like it. So I'm going to come in between these legs here. And then, of course, on each side, you come down with the legs. All right. Now, on this area, we want to come down here with the arms. And we do our cutting. Okay. And we remove a lot of this in here. All right. Of course, move a lot up in here around the head. And let's do the same over here. Okay. Okay, on each side, we're slowly working our stuff down. Okay. 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 We're going to come down with this. Let me reach over here. I'm sorry. come into here and take that off in here. Now let's go ahead and go ahead and run this toward the back side of the piece, just like that. And cut this, cut from the inside, cut this and cut from the inside. All right. All right, just keep bringing it down. It's going to go all right, let's go ahead and cut this right here. Just kind of slide this up here like that as we, so that, come over here and cut these into the, you see how I'm jumping around, but I'm trying to get this where I want it. Cut these shoes back a little bit. I'll bring those down later. And just sort of flip this up in here, give it the, and take your, I'm gonna put a where the and just barely flip that down there like that. There we go. There we go. And then you sort of cut your your little buttons in there. There we go. All right. Now the coat really comes down pretty low. Let's get all these saw marks and stuff like that from behind here. Kind of flip this here and just flip it kind of like in here. Go ahead and make my mark here again. All right, see that? It's very we'll mark in there. Let's go ahead and cut our pants leg like we normally do, and we can kind of bring our shoe back. Over here. We're just cutting our shoes back a little bit. Look at that. Here we go. Just like that.